Now, there's something I think important to notice here, and what's important to notice is the nature of God. What can we learn about the nature of God from this story? One of the things I think we can learn about the nature of God is that He's a good and loving God who lavishes His children with gifts. Okay? What God doesn't say here is, see all of these trees in the garden? No touchy. But this one tree, I'll give you. That's not what He says, is it? It's just the opposite. You can have everything you see. I mean, party on. If you can see it and it smells good, you can eat it, enjoy it, partake in it, live it up. Everything here is yours except this one tree. Everything else except this one tree. So it's not this picture. I don't know where you're coming from. If you're new here, or you love Jesus and been walking with Jesus for a long time, or you don't know Jesus, you're just giving it a shot this morning, or you're not sure where you land, you're just checking this church thing out. I just want to encourage you. The picture of God in the Bible is not this old grumpy man in the heavens sitting on a cloud with a lightning bolt waiting for you to cross the line, and then he doesn't get his jollies from that, right? I mean, oftentimes we think of God up there just like waiting for us to like miss the box you're supposed to check, and then just like boom, lightning bolt, and then like high-fiving the Holy Spirit. You know, man, that was awesome. See his hair fried, his eyes pop out. Yeah. That's just not the picture of God we have. It's like with my daughter Amelia. It's like whenever I give her options, do this, don't do that. Whenever I see her fighting her flesh and she's being tempted to do it, I'm not sitting there going, oh, I hope she touches it. I hope she touches it. Yeah! That's not me, right? I'm like, oh, don't do that, honey. Oh, don't. I got to deal with it now because I love her, and I want her to learn that when she disobeys her father, it's not good for her because her father's wiser than her, and he loves her, and he wants what's best for her. So when she disobeys him, she's going to bring destruction upon herself. See what I'm doing? I'm trying to create a framework in my 3-year-old kid to understand her relationship with God. That when she disobeys him and when she goes against his word, it's always going to bring about death and destruction. It's never going to be good for her. I'm training her in her relationship with me to be prepared to respond rightly to God. So you got to understand, this is a picture of God saying, you can have all the fun you want, just don't run with the scissors. Right? You can do anything you want, just don't drink the bottle of Drano. Right? And then we come along and go, well, I want to drink the bottle of Drano. Big killjoy. He's like, well, you can if you want. It's going to taste like crap and it'll eat your insides out. But go for it if you want. But I want what's best for you, so don't. Whenever God puts a restriction in place, it's never because He wants to kill some fun experience of joy. It's because He wants to protect us from damaging ourselves and hurting ourselves when we think there's joy to be had and there really isn't. So here we have this picture in the garden, and it's just something to take away and reflect on as parents. Parents, is your parenting marked predominantly by no's or yeses? See, so many Christian parents go at it like, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do that, don't talk to them, don't listen to that. And it's just the whole world they create for their kids is a framework of no. Rather than creating a framework of yes for their children with a few no's. There should be lots of yeses and few restrictions in your kid's life. Now, I'm not saying let them run wild. No, I'm saying exercise boundaries that are loving. But, for instance, growing up in my home, I'm sure there was a lot more restrictions than I realized. But the predominant note in my mind as I reflect isn't like my parents saying, no, sorry, don't even think about it. That's not my memory, right? What I remember is, you can do this, how about this? They were always steering me to things I could do. That's profoundly different than having the predominant note of your home be don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. And it's easy to get into that cycle with a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-year-old because they're just constantly exploring. You're like, nope, put the shotgun down, drop the knife, step off the roof. You're trying to keep them alive, right? So you got to have boundaries. I totally get that. But just reflect upon your parenting, parents. Is the predominant note you're striking a note of no or yes? Because the note God strikes in the garden is, you can do all of these things. I'm for you. I want you to be happy. I want you to experience joy. There's a few restrictions here I'm going to put on you for your good.